your boy Fatman. We are back. Okay, before we get to the Ms. Kip stuff, QTCinderella came out and she said some things. Kind of made people mad. We're going to react to that and then we're going to get down to all the stuff it has to do with her and FaZe Clan. So let's get it.
I don't know. We played a little while ago. God, people are friggin' being annoying in my chat right now.
Why?
They were being so annoying mine earlier too. They just like be going on tangents.
What are they saying, Vanilla?
That about the homophobic jokes. They're like, but then you just if you still hang out with someone like that, then you just support it.
No. So this is what I'm gonna describe, okay? And you guys can believe what you can believe.
I know, like, okay? I want, like, explain it. I want you to, like, explain it better.
I'm gonna explain it. You guys can believe what you want to believe. I understand, but you're not allowed to coach me and say like that's not right. That's not what you like. Just because I don't act the same way you act, you're not allowed to like coach me through that. Because at the end of the day, I am somebody that's like, bitch, I'm an ally. Like I know
where
I'm not homophobic. Everybody knows I'm not homophobic. It doesn't matter who I talk to. Like the thing is like I was raised in a very religious family. Unfortunately, there are people in my family that are racist. There are people in my family that are bigoted. There are people in my family that are homophobic. There's people in my family that are transphobic. Like, but I still love my family, right? And I still know.
This probably pissed people off the most because they're like, you still love racists? You what? I understand that this pissed people off the most because you could just imagine the people screaming on the other end, like, how dare you love a member of your family who is racist, who is homophobic, who is all these things. It's because that's your family. Some people are like, yo, that's all I got. You may not have close friends. Like, Cutie is with Ludwig. I think they're married or engaged or, you know what I mean? Whatever. But she still has a family. Like, that's her partner, but she still got a family. Like, I still got a family. Nobody in my family is racist or homophobic or none of that shit, right? We let people be. As long as you ain't an asshole and you trying to do harm towards us, then it's up after that. So I understand this small bit. Like, you know what I mean? Let's continue.
That there are that members of my family have good qualities. Okay. They have good qualities. And what's most important to get people to love other people is to love them. Fighting hate with hate will never get anything anywhere. If I were to say to someone who's homophobic, go fuck yourself, you homophobic prick. Yes, I told them what they deserve. However, they aren't ever going to feel accepting. They're never going to learn how to be accepting.
Okay, what sucks is she's got a couple of points here. If you told a homophobic, racist person to go fuck themselves, cool. You just told them off. That's fine. But then they're not going to grow or be better. Now imagine you grew up as a little child. You know, you got into your teens, your 20s, and you are going to reach your 30s. You've been learning since your tweens to your teens to your 20s about racist bullshit, homophobic bullshit, transphobic bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The one thing about trans people is nobody gave a fuck about trans people. Like, yeah, you can be trans, we don't care. But people started getting defensive when it came to kids. And when pronouns feel like they became sexualities and confused people because, you know what I mean? It's like downloading new languages. Like, bitch, I have to catch up now. And that's when it became a problem. Or people saying that kids should transition. That's where people got mad at. Like, no, my child shouldn't transition. Your child should be a grown-ass adult and transition. That's fine. I don't give a fuck about your kid transitioning. How the fuck does your kid know they're trans? Or how do they know this, right? That's a child's place to not know, but when they know, they'll know, right? A friend of mine said this, let people develop and grow. But I do agree one thing. You can't yell at somebody and expect them to grow. That's not how life works. But you can sit down, talk with them, say, listen, why do you not like gay people? Why do you not like trans people? Why are you a racist, right? And there's a black dude even turned a Ku Klux Klan member into just a regular dude. Again, like, you know, because they found that they had the same thing in common, right? Most people that join the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK, are just people who are lonely, desperate for community, and they just want to have all this hatred, but they don't know why they're hating. They're hating because, well, other people have been doing it, so I think I'm just going to keep on perpetualizing the hate because I got nowhere else to be. And when I get outcast and ostracized from this group, then what? People don't realize skin color is surface level. We could all be the same color, but somebody's gonna find that you're a different color and still be racist towards you. But that prejudice sucks, right? Same thing with someone being homophobic. Why don't you like gay people? Well, the Bible says, well, actually, if you look in the Bible, it says pedophilia, but no one ever really angles that or targets that. People don't understand, well, let love be love. Let it be what it is. That's the conversation right there. So I understand where she's coming from. You could say F this person, but it's not going to change their mind. They're not going to grow from it. They're not going to learn. They're like, no, but they're in their 50s. I say, yeah, but you can uninstall bullshit the older you get. You have to be willing to grow and change over time and learn things. That's just it. You also have to be willing to teach that person, and that person has to be willing to accept it. If they're not willing to accept it, you're willing to teach them, then cool. You can still care about that person if they're close to you. If they're a random nigga on the street, yeah, fuck that random nigga. But you also gotta pity that person because they're being such an asshole. Like, damn, you really grown, you acting like this? It make no sense. So I understand. She's made some good points here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why people are mad though.
Like, do you understand that if you just write people off because they believe different things than you, they're never going to be exposed to why it's good to be around people that don't think like you, right?
Okay, yeah, get different perspectives. Okay, that's a fucking W. She ain't saying nothing wrong. She didn't. Yo, grow and get new perspectives. You stop being in your one box. If a friend of yours is a racist, a homophobe, you leave that nigga alone and stop being friends with them, they will slowly go down the rabbit hole. They'll keep on going down the rabbit hole of racism, misogyny, crazy shit, thinking that women shouldn't have rights anymore. Like, yo, I'm telling you, dog, I get it. I'm downloading what she's saying. It's not crazy. It's not far-fetched. Some people just feel like, I don't have the time or patience to teach you something you should have been known as an adult. I don't have the time to teach you to grow the fuck up. I don't have the time to teach you to be better. You should already know, or you should understand what it is. The processing.
My stepbrother is trans, and my dad refuses to use the correct pronouns.
Okay.
And does, yeah, right.
And he doesn't understand that he doesn't understand why it's so important, right? And it drives me crazy. And it drives my stepbrother crazy, of course. But I've had to say to my dad, you know it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you to say the correct pronouns, but it does hurt him when you say the wrong ones.
Right.
Oh, stepbrother, right? They're trans, so that means that was her stepsister and then transitioned to be okay.
And you know what the difference is I'm able to have this conversation with my dad because I'm open-minded and we love each other. My stepbrother just says fuck off and won't talk to my dad. So there's no progress being made.
Yeah.
Right?
He's using anger because grown-ass man here isn't trying to use the correct verbiage for your brother, and your brother's just going back being like, F you then, fuck out of here. Aggression, which feeds into that, which doesn't teach him anything. Like, there's no sit down and be like, yo, like, blah, blah, blah. I get it.
And so you can believe what you want. You guys you can say that. You can say to me, no, you're supporting it. I'm not. I don't support that my father is transphobic at times. I don't support that. I'm not. I don't support it. Period. The end. But I still love my dad and I'll go to coffee with him tomorrow. But I don't support that.
Okay.
The
That's not bad. I get it. Okay.
The world is not as black as white as everyone thinks. Like, you guys, you can't fight hate with hate. It doesn't get you anywhere. It literally does not get you anywhere. Like, it's so important to, like, as someone who's very open-minded, to be around closed-minded people and show them that it's okay to be open-minded is actually one of the most important things you can do, like, as a human. It really is. But
she's just being a normal person with this take. This ain't a bad take. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be, cutting ass on. Like, who on the other side of the screen was... Who was screaming on the other side of this bitch? Who was screaming on the other side of this bitch when she said all this? I get it, because you can't perpetualize hate. You can't perpetualize hating somebody unless you're willing to let that motherfucker learn. Especially if they close friends, close family. I can pity a random stranger, but that pity don't really do nothing. But I feel sorry for you because you live in that perpetual bubble. And if you leave those people alone, like close to you, family or friends, alone enough, their algorithm gets fed racist propaganda. It gets fed bullshit to them. They get fed these things that they believe in because they speak so highly and they believe in what they believe in. We're all prejudiced. We all got a couple this, that. Asian community stays in their own communities. The Jewish people got their own communities out here. The Mexicans got their own communities. The The Dominicans, Puerto Ricans got their own communities out in New York City. A lot of New York City is very community-based. You can find somebody who's able to jump through communities that knows the language, knows the people, knows the vibe, right? And understands it. Because food connects us all at the end of it. It's just how it is, right? But when it comes down to being prejudiced in a community, of course, hey, my Chinese mom ain't gonna like it. I bring home a black guy or someone that doesn't know Chinese. My Japanese parents are gonna be crazy if I bring home this white dude, but he don't really know the language, he not really, good grades. My Indian parents want a lot of kids, and someone that's financially stable and goes to like a multi-university college, whatever, right? But you gotta look at it from your perspective. How long can someone really keep on going down the crazy ass train of racism, bigotry, and how long can they stay there until they just get worse and worse and worse? To the point where they walk outside and they're just being assholes to everybody. You don't want someone to sit and fester in that. So you gotta talk to them. Family, friends, you got to talk to them, because the moment they sit and fester in that anger and that vitriol, they gotta change. Right? I believe a 2-parent household of 2 people working is perfectly fine this modern age. You can't be the only one bringing home the money. That don't make sense. At some point, I get it. When you got kids, yeah, maybe somebody can stay home, or if you got a grandma who's retired, have her take care of the kids and pay her some money. Whatever. That's family. You know what I mean? Whatever. But you gotta realize, see, my thought process is not like everybody else. She said something so normal that I don't know why people are mad. I don't get it. But let me play the rest. See what else she gotta say.
I get it. You guys can think what you think. I'm not going to change, though. I'm not going to...
Yeah.
I will never believe that if I'm kind to a hateful person, that means I agree with them. I will...
Okay, that's facts. That's not bad.
Never believe that.
That's not bad.
No matter what you guys say, I won't believe it. Because at the end of the day, if I'm around a racist person, I'm just not racist. I'm not. Me? I am not. They are, yes. But how am I supposed to help them ever? By cutting them off? No.
Okay. Makes sense. It makes sense. It's crazy that they're all quiet right now. All 2 of those other girls are like, just in their minds, they're just like,
damn!
Saying shit. Like, okay. I get what she's saying, because it's not wrong. You gotta help somebody. You gotta go through and help them out and figure things out. That's not bad. She's making sense. But I get when people are like, oh, you shouldn't be okay with racism. You shouldn't be okay with that. But then nobody's okay with what Mizkif is doing to Emiru. Nobody's okay with that shit. He's an abusive little twat with a small ego, and he thinks he's this big shit, but he's not. So when it comes to that, she ain't say nothing wrong. I still don't get it. Like, I'm gonna pay a little more and see what happens.
Like, I get it. You guys can think in black and white, but that's not how it works over here. That's not how it works for me, but... Sorry for the
thing. I feel like it's the
spiel.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, again, it's like one of those things where it's like, dang, like it is like a fucking hard thing, because again, like there's definitely people in my family as well that like are fucking like pretty Trumpy, and like in my extended family and shit. And I grew up around a lot of that too, where just hearing remarks and them saying things about just like people that were not fucking just white straight people, and me kind of being like, what the fuck, like, like quite literally what the fuck. And like it's almost like a thing where it's like, again, and this is like my not really like my direct family, so it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't really see them like that anyway, so it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do, like blow up the dinner table right now, like type shit. It's
exactly.
just like, it's like when I feel like when it comes to like real life, like obviously if it's somebody, if I found out that like somebody who is like a really fucking good friend of mine, whatever, like, I mean, but that's also the thing too. I'm like,
she agrees with Cutie, but she's using a lot of word placement to go around it. But I'll leave this in the comments below in the description if anybody wants to check out the full version, because I heard the VOD was deleted. Now this chick came out right here, and she was just like seething at the mouth, not agreeing with Cutie at a certain point. QTCinderella, who's Ludwig's girlfriend, made good points here. Here's this chick. Her name is Vanilla.
as you can see in the clips, you know who I am, as you can see in the clips, you know who I am, you know what I stand for. If you're someone who's been watching me, then you already fucking know. If you're a first-time fucking chatter and you're just joining off of clips that you've seen on TikTok and you don't know shit about me or fucking shit about shit, then of course I'm gonna assume that you're just gonna make the assumptions that you're going to make.
So here's what. Oh, no. You know what? No, let's talk about the real. Here's what happened. She was in a Discord call. Cutie said something where Cutie was right. Vanilla agreed with it, And then because of the lashback and hate she got from her community, she caved in, went live, and now is throwing QT under the bus. I don't care. I'm going to say how it is. That's literally what's happening. That is literally exactly what is happening.
I'm like, he ain't wrong. I was like, dead ass. He ain't wrong about it. Especially when that's somebody you care about. Maybe not care about. That's somebody you know. Like, I feel like that's pussy shit.
But people who know me and know my character and know what the fuck I stand for.
Nah, you don't stand for shit. Valkyrie said something about this. And honestly, I don't know why Valkyrie said this, but okay.
I did tell her. I was like, QT, I do think your tone doesn't help because you inherently sound really angry all the time.
What?
You sound really, and she knows. I was like, you're very blunt. I think it's your tone is blunt, and it just comes off poorly, especially, you know. And I was like, you're also the whitest woman I know.
That has nothing to do with nothing, girl. That had nothing to do with nothing. What? That had nothing to do with nothing.
And it also is just, you know, you being so white. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. But I know her. I know her heart. It's just because she wants to help. But I feel like there's ways we can do it better.
Nah, I feel like that's cap. To say that you're the whitest woman I know doesn't make any sense because she's saying it the same way. Who was it? David? There's a black dude out there named David. He took a KKK member. Hopefully if I can find, I'll leave it in the description. He took a guy who was from the KKK, found mutual understanding through family, religion, brotherhood, and him and that guy became good friends. Now, a lot of people are like, well, I'm not going to transform a KKK member that wants me dead. No one's telling you that. I am telling you to change your viewpoint on how hostile you want to be towards these fucking people and how much you want to change somebody's mind. We can yell, curse, and scream all day. I do agree with that. And that's okay if you want to yell, curse, scream. No one gives a fuck. That's your life. But you also got to look at the bigger picture. Is that person ever going to change their view set? Or are they just going to dive deeper and deeper into the cesspool and fester and become so much more than what they are now? You got to think about that. Stable Ronaldo reacted to the clip with Asmongold.
You know, you being so white, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. But I know her. I know.
Is the Poggers community at all friends, or is it just like a social climbing ladder?
Total social climbing ladder, bro. 100%. Why do you think I don't have any friends there anymore? Absolutely. They're parasites, and I'm not talking about Valkyrie specifically, right? I'm not. I'm talking about a lot of the people in this community. Yeah, they're trying to collab with you. They don't like you. The moment that they can throw you under the bus to get any clout, they will do it. They will instantly do it because they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you.
Damn.
All they want to do is virtue signal, make money, and be popular.
And it also is just...
Damn!
I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot of crazy shit from Asmongold. Jason Aween talks about what's going on with the whole QT situation.
It's crazy the Miskiff shit got fucking swept under the rug in a day because QT worded something wrong.
I don't think it did get swept under the rug.
Because it was something QT that said that it's not even that crazy to say. It's not even that crazy to say. It wasn't even that crazy to say.
I do believe she didn't really say anything wild. But I do think people will take that and be like, you should befriend a racist, a homophobe, a transphobe. But I'm like, if that person is part of your family, shouldn't I be able to talk to that person and at least try our best? I understand people must have just said, fuck educating, I'm just gonna cut that person off. Because that's our modern day. Because think about it. Everybody was talking about, I'm gonna educate someone, try my best, but then cut them off, right? Some people... I'm not saying QT doesn't have the luxury to cut somebody off, right? Oh, but she's a millionaire, Darnell. Doesn't matter. Family matters. Money will disappear in a heartbeat. This whole world can go to shit like that. And you think because she has money, she's gonna be special? No. Family is what matters at the end of it. Money just gives you more time to do shit that you wouldn't have thought you could do. Spend time with people without worrying about regular day-to-day. You ever just look outside? You ever just take a deep breath for a minute and not feel like you're part of the rat race and you've been stacking bread forever? Imagine being the nigga putting money under his couch cushions and God forbid a fire happens, he lost all his bread. You can't trust banks. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't have them in your couch. The roaches will eat it. You gotta be real. Family's what you got. Some people will say, cut that person off because that person doesn't do anything to you for your life. But isn't that also being part of selfishness? Oh, you don't do nothing for my life. What am I supposed to do for your life, motherfucker, but be here and support you? But when I'm going through something, when I'm hitting the fucking 4 walls of death, you're not gonna knock on my door, talk to me like an adult, and say, hey, you're crashing out, you're doing the most, and we need to find out how we can solve this like mature adults. But I do agree, some people just looked at it and said, oh, you shouldn't talk to a racist, a homophobe, or anybody, and you shouldn't be friends with them. I said, no, if they're part of your family, you should discuss them. Cutting people off will do more damage than good. Leaving them behind is not just going to magically show them the light. They're probably going to fester and become worse. Then what? Ron talking with Jason. Doesn't make any sense. Like, how do you support that? Because these guys were called homophobes and transphobes and all this other stuff.
To be real, bro, it happens every time. I've noticed it. The Poggers side always calls out the W and L side for shit, but our shit is always just like the most basic internet shit, like, oh, we're racist, oh, we're homophobic, but there's no proof, because we're not. But then when they do weird shit, like sexual assault or other things I'm not going to say on stream or just whatever it might be, it's always like under the rug and everyone just ignores it and then pushes it onto us. I don't know. It happens every time. I'm not kidding. It's so convenient that every time something big happens on that side,
Miskiff must have been rubbing his hands together when he saw the fucking shit. Probably happy as hell, bro.
damn! Anything on your stream, because I don't know your takes, but man, that vanilla shit, stay on that side.
No, I just said that, man.
Stay on that side. I agree with him. But I do think the Poggers and WL community take a lot of hits. They do. This also happened in the car.
The W and L community gets so much hate for being apparent racist, apparent homophobes, whatever, but the Pogger side does sexual assault, all this type of shit, and we get all the hate. Yep.
Yo, that's I don't know. Look, all them.
You don't got to
Literally,
take on it.
there's
just
10
like,
worse issues going on right now in the stream.
I don't understand.
I also said that. The Parker side got killers and some more shit. Niggas that can shit that can get people locked up for, but we don't. We the bad
people. We're the bad people who.
You got a point.
Fucking doing all the shit we do.
Like I said, it's already
a
my
group
cameraman
of-
is literally gay, bro. Like my cameraman is gay, and they're calling me homophobic.
He said I'm not gay. Sneeko adds probably nothing to this conversation. I'm not even gonna lie.
Is she crying? I'm really sorry. Like, again, if you.
Wait. There's no way, bro. Twitch is so funny, bro. Twitch is. I love this website, man. I do love streaming.
I'm really sorry. Like.
Oh yeah, damn. Is she crying?
Again, if you don't want the.
You rewinding
I've
it?
heard what a lot of people are saying, and I am sorry for the hurt that I've caused people.
What the fuck?
Hot take.
How did you hurt anyone?
I'm really sorry.
Bro, just break it down. How does you hanging out with people who make homophobic jokes hurtful to people? Who are you hurting?
Like, again, if you don't want this apology, then it's not for you. And clearly you're not hurt, but I'm apologizing to people that I've hurt, and that's important to me.
Apology not accepted.
So if
QT, as a minority, as a POC, as a he, him, I don't accept your apology. I'm hurt. And I'm black. I want reparations. That's the only way. I want 500K to BLM. I want a street. I need you to lay down on the floor and say, I can't breathe. I don't accept. Sorry. As the representative of minorities, I hereby represent all brown people. We do not accept your apology, QT. You need more tears. You need to run it back. It's not believable enough. Put a violin in the back. Go side by side with Ludwig. Write me a letter.
you're a part of the queer community, and I've hurt you, I am sorry.
What?
If you are a person of color who I've hurt,
You hurt me.
Sorry.
I don't accept.
Sneeko is an idiot, bro.
Does Miskiff have to retire genuinely? Like, I'm thinking about it. Like, I mean, I looked through it. What worst thing he did was he was driving too fast and he texted her too much or something. But does he have to retire now? Like, what does he do now? Is it over for him? Because if that's your audience, how do you win them back? Because they're not going to come over to this. Like, you can't, after all that, it's going to be really tough for you to come over to this side. He could possibly come to kick. Miskiff could start slamming wannabes.
All right.
Remember you.
What do you think about people calling me racist?
How can he be racist? How can he be racist, nigga?
Thank you, bro.
How can he be racist, nigga?
They're saying I'm homophobic,
Okay,
racist.
we say dark jokes to each other.
That's just how we are. That's just how we've always been. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, I love this nigga to the death of me, nigga. So regardless of what it is, whatever.
Bro, I'm not regardless. I'm not racist, Silky.
I'm not racist.
I'm the water. Yeah, so it's like any nigga saying that my son is racist, he's not racist. Nigga, I'm not racist. Nobody in Bay Clan is racist.
Thank you. The same way when you call me fat, you're not fat phobic, right?
I think Silky's a little fat phobic. Now, the cutie apology.
I'm really sorry. Like, again, if you don't want the, I've heard what a lot of people are saying, and I am sorry for the hurt that I've caused people. I'm really sorry. Like, again, if you don't want this apology, then it's not for you. And clearly you're not hurt, but I'm apologizing to people that I've hurt, and that's important to me. So if you're a part of the queer community and I've hurt you, I am sorry. If you are a person of color who I have hurt, I am sorry. I am. I really am. I think the way I was wording things was very irresponsible and wrong.
Okay, so I wanna preface this by saying I'm a black man. I understand what she is saying, not as just a black man, but as an individual that's had a conversation with his friends about their behaviors, about things that has happened, and none of them have gone really well. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's not because I'm not a linguistics master or I can't talk to people. I know, hands down, what it means and what it is to look at a discussion where it comes to racism. I've seen racism. I worked with Mexican people who are very racist towards me. So I stand here telling you that there are racist things that happen. But I do think people will learn. Because shit, everybody's a little prejudiced. Everybody got a little smidge of But to apologize for what you said, how you said it directly towards you, to your family, to your friends, hey dog, that's all you. That's all you. To be honest, that's all you when it comes down to those situations.
And I'm sorry. This is not about me. It's annoying that I am.
It is about you. Because people are coming at you on
chill.
some bullshit.
I'm fine.
You can't say it's not about you.
I don't articulate myself well, which means I can't really be upset if what I'm trying to convey is misunderstood. Because don't get me wrong, at first I was like, how could that be taken this way? And then I listened and I learned and I said, oh my God. Because it wasn't my intention, but I did articulate things very irresponsibly, and that sucks.
No, it makes sense, dog. I think you're overreading.
I did a really poor job at articulating myself. Even some of the clips I've seen, I feel so irresponsible for my own wording. I really do. And I'm sorry for that. I watched it back. I understand why it was hurtful. I've read the comments, believe it or not.
I'm gonna be real, y'all. I don't think QTCinderella said anything wrong. I don't think she said anything crazy. I don't think she said anything that she shouldn't have said. Listen, the only thing that catches me is the Lacey clip where she's like, Lacey says some crazy shit out of his mouth. And I do understand it. But she didn't really say anything wild. Now, I get it. Sitting here and looking at it from a point of view, from the outside looking in, she said, if I got friends and family, I'm talking to them about their fucking behaviors, which is fine. No one's saying don't educate your friends and family on their fucking behaviors. No one is saying to not be friends with your father or still be there for your family because that's your family. That's your family. At the end of it, when time stops, you got them. Ludwig and whatever else is left. And this internet shit is internet shit. But saying that and voicing that expression, it makes people mad. I think you're looking at it in a very different, narrow-minded point of view. I shouldn't be friends with these people or family with these people. I lost a friendship because of the whole Israel-Palestine situation. I lost a friendship because of that, because I didn't like the American protests. And mind you, the nigga was supposed to come to my wedding. Like, this was my best man at my wedding. Said, fuck you and fuck your wedding. And this is after, mind you, getting suits and ties and getting things for the wedding. And then he just goes a couple months, oh, we're no longer friends and blah, blah, blah. When I confront him on it, he doesn't want to be an adult about his actions. He wants to just do this. So when I sit here and say sometimes discussing things with people is hard, I confronted another friend on his behavior that I found to be egregious over time, and I clocked every incident of his behavior. And I've lost 2 of my closest friends. Honestly, life sucks. But she's referring to family and people that she feels she can't lose, and she's gonna talk to her father about his behavior. See if he can grow. You have to, all that shit takes time to grow and be better. Also, the clip, the full thing is down in the description below. Oh, the Lacey clip. Let's look for that clip.
Comfortable.
This is my perfect example. It's like, okay, I collab with Lacey. Lacey makes some homophobic jokes sometimes that I am not comfortable with the homophobic jokes Lacey has made. Lacey knows that he can't make those jokes around me. That does not mean that I am homophobic. Believe it or not, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you are not who you associate with. Like, shut the fuck up. You're like, you don't build bridges by burning them. That's not how it works. Like,
it's not comfortable.
This is my perfect example.
I get what she's saying. I do think that differently. The people you associate yourself around, if they're lying, scheming, does that make you a liar or a schemer? No. But at the same time, there's a in-between. There's a, oh, look, this is like what she said was a normal take. These are normal takes. These are like people understanding their position in life and realizing like, yo, look, I got money, I got time, I can talk to you about this. I ain't wasting nothing. And she says to Lacey, like, yo, look, I need you. She probably talks to him like, yo, relax with that. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to be looked at as a jackass. And I do respectfully respect that. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to your friends and talk to them and tell them how it is. And if you can't, who can you really go to and talk to about their behaviors, their problems, circumstances, things that you can't control? Honestly, everything here was almost like a nothing burger chat. I feel like she just said stuff that did not necessarily cause an uproar or a ruckus. But look, she said the apology wasn't for me. If I wasn't offended, there are people out there who might be a little more sensitive. And I tell you, if you did not like what she said and you feel like that was out of line, out of pocket, please grow up. You have a lot of growing to do. Let me know what you think in the comments below. It's your boy Fatman. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, be notified. For me, remember to never give up and never surrender. Keep it grinding. Peace. And I am out.
Shit. Getting on drum. You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill. Some of you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
I ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All them niggas falling like all them niggas. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous. Niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story so Stephen Curry.